kill you. Just don't blame me. You're dragging me across your scene. Ain't class. Well, I know in your heart you have got it. Somewhere down the line you forgot it. Just don't blame me. You're dragging me across your scene. And baby, I'll survive, I'm a man alive. Baby, I'll survive, wait and see. Baby, I'll survive, I'm a man alive. Baby, I'll survive, wait and see. And truth, first you drew the line, then you crossed it. First you found yourself, then you lost it. Don't blame me, you're dragging me across your scene. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. And baby, I'll survive, I'm a man alive. Baby, I'll survive, wait and see. Baby, I'll survive, I'm a man alive. Baby, I'll survive, wait and see. Just wait and see. See. Oh yeah, yeah. I got holes in my pockets, I'm as crooked as I've seen. I can't hold on to someone who will drive me insane. I can't fly with the angels, I got blood on these hands. I can't sink into something that I can't understand. No, no. No, 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 no. No, 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 yeah. One more time, Jack, the chorus. Oh, baby, I'll survive, I'm a man alive. Baby, I'll survive, wait and see. Baby, I'll survive, I'm a man alive. Baby, I'll survive, wait and see. Just wait and see. Wait and see.
Since we played that one.
Oh, just a while. Welcome. It's Thursday, it's 8 o'clock, and it is time for a drink. Well, Declan is still on the Erdinger. Fair play to Declan, sticking with it. He's addicted to the non-alcoholic Erdinger now. Meanwhile, I'm on a nice red. This one, I think I may have had this one last week. I got about 6 of them. Tesco's finest. We just ordered and it arrived at the doorstep, and if they don't have it, there was some that we weren't getting, so we like this one. So it's theme night because Paul Bernstein, after we did Songs for the Tempted, Paul suggested, hey, why don't you do Man Live this week? And we thought, that's not a bad idea. We'll do a themed show again, and this one is Man Live, and we put stuff up on social media asking people what their requests were, and the requests came flowing in, so we're gonna be working our way through them. Mary Sheridan, Sláinte, I don't know what weather is like in your part of the world, but here in Carlingford it is absolutely gorgeous. It's a lunch break for Paul in the US. How's Paul? Beautiful weather here in Ireland at the minute, unless I'm mistaken. From Skerries we got Chris Dilworth. Hello from the point and London, Samantha Healy. So, so we'd just like to welcome everybody that's here on Facebook. We'd like to welcome everybody that's here on YouTube live, and we are going to work our way through some of these songs. Anybody's got any requests, please just keep them coming. If you're on Facebook, please like and share, spread the word, because we like more people to know about our show. And if you're on YouTube, you have to, was it Declan? Ring a bell or do something like that.
Whatever you do, bell. Don't knock the knocker.
Don't knock the knocker. Ring the bell. Or subscribe, even better. So, next song, Declan. This is a request from Anne-Marie Mahan from Mark Josiah. Do you remember Mark?
Lightning Mark.
Lightning Mark, we used to call him. He used to get up at our shows in London and play and dance along to Lightning Paul, and then he'd probably sit down as soon as I'd start singing again. But I forgive you, Mark. So Anne-Marie Mahan's requested this song, Mark Josiah's requested it, Anthony Breslin's requested it, and on Instagram, Parnell333. Possessed is great stuff. Hard on the voice though, I imagine. I don't know what you mean, Parnell333. Hard on the voice, far from it. Nothing that a little red wine can't sort out. Yeah, that's it. Neil Murphy, we've got a cousin in the house. Hello, cousins. How's Neil? Possessed. How you feeling about Possessed, Declan? I'm surprising him with these songs, so he's not too sure what's coming next. Possessed. Capo 2. Will I just check and see that? Yeah? Yep. Samantha Healy and Luke. Possessed for you guys. Take a look at me, tell me what you see. The face of a broken man, when all of the things you got don't come close to what you've not. I know there's a better way, angel. For years you fought for higher ground, but the dirt was all you found. I know there's a better way, but how long must you stay possessed? If your heart is cold, then your world is old. Don't let this lonely life just lead you on down the same path. Tired through the trials of age, alone in this war that you wage. I know there's a better way, angel. When some young thief steals your crown, when your hopes almost drowned, I know there's a better way, but how long must you stay? As fate pays you back, it highlights everything you lack. I know there's a better way, but how long must you stay possessed, possessed, possessed? Possessed, possessed. Possessed. Cheers, Frida. Thanks very much. Speaking of possessed, Declan was like a man possessed last night. I got here today only to find that Declan had been up, wait for it, all night. All night. But, I mean, he was knocking the non-alcoholic Erdinger back seriously, but there was a reason for your all-night vigil, Deck.
Yes.
What was it? Very exciting news.
I'm very excited.
I'm very excited too.
Yes, we, between Gary Coyle, the famous photographer from Dublin,
Yes.
Chevy, the equally famous designer from Newrytown.
Newry.
Up Newry. And myself, we got together all the original artwork for Heaven and Earth,
Heaven and Earth.
including a stunning new scan of the Gary Coyle's front cover.
Of the seascape.
Yes, absolutely gorgeous. So we're all very excited. It went down for proofing to Neville in Dublin, who is the album manufacturing man.
And we should say vinyl.
Yes, indeed.
Yes. We're going vinyl with Heaven and Earth. We did a poll, and to be honest, it was neck and neck between Classified Personal and Heaven and Earth. Heaven and Earth just pipped it. And that was from you guys. So thanks a million to anybody that did that poll for us to pick the next album to turn into vinyl. But Heaven and Earth won. And then the next hold up we had was the artwork, really.
We're going gatefold.
Oh, he's gone gatefold. It's what colour vinyl? Well, funny enough, we were having that debate. What colour do you think? What colour vinyl for Heaven and Earth? Put your messages in the comments so we can figure out. We don't have too long. I hope it's red, Ricky. I don't think red. We did red with Declan, what was your initial idea? Was to have it like a sort of a burnt
Oxblood red.
oxblood red, because that was similar to the typography on the cover. Is that
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But I
But
came
I've
in.
since changed my mind.
Have you?
Well, you've swayed me in the...
Well, I'm not 100% sure either.
Yeah.
Aquamarine, I think that's the sort of colour we've gone for, isn't it? Like a turquoisey.
Yeah.
Well, we haven't gone for it. We haven't totally decided. Blue-green colour of the sea. That's what I was thinking, Helena. That is the sort of colour we should be thinking about. So we are going to get. What's Neville? Is he going to give us a couple of options, or?
Yeah, we're going to get a few samples to see how it matches.
Yeah.
But cannot wait. Very excited. It looks stunning.
It looks great. It's a gatefold. It's going to open out, as that's what gatefolds do apparently. And I can't wait. So we'll keep you informed on that. But we should probably play another song because this is featured album time, and the album is Man Alive. So not Heaven and Earth, but we'll get there. Samantha Healy, Buttercup Yellow.
Buttercup yellow, yep.
Buttercup Yellow, yeah. We could go for Woodland Fruit. What number would that be?
Woodland fruit.
I don't know what colour that would be. But this next song has got a ton of requests as well. Let's see, but I wrote a few of them down. Ian B, Fiona Nimurahu, Mary Wolfe, Mary Fitzpatrick, among a lot of Marys, wanted this song next. It was written originally on the piano. Paul played the piano for this one. Him for Her. Like, would you believe it, Eamon? That's the very song. And Declan has been trying to transcribe it into. Did you get it from Mickey Murphy, the guitar chords?
Yeah, I certainly did.
Mickey Murphy, the great
Famous
guitarist
guitar player extraordinaire.
from Newry, another Newry man. And he did he just just transcribe Paul's chords into?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So
And there's a few tricky ones in there, ladies and gentlemen.
a few tricky chords in there, so we may get a few couple of jazz. Frida says my favourite album is Man Alive. Loving this. Okay. So as I said, this is Declan. Declan's hasn't really had too much of a chance to learn this new version, but Boomtown from Rosemary Clancy, we'll see. Boomtown has been requested by loads of people, Rosemary, so yeah, we maybe try to get to that one. So yes, Him for Her from our featured album tonight, Man Alive. Declan. That's right. Sinead Towney still remember the first time you ever played Him for Her on TV. Amazing. I think that was at the Irma's.
I remember that.
The Irish Rock Awards.
Yeah.
I think that was the first time we'd ever played it full stop, wasn't it?
I remember Dave Fanning coming up to me afterwards
And
and
asking you for a favour. What, he wasn't sure, was he?
yeah. Him for Her, is it then?
Oh, we thought it was maybe a bit wet for him. I bet maybe it was a bit wet.
Yeah, I think so.
Yes, sir. But I remember doing that song at that was what 1991 maybe.
We had they were Him for Her and Car Crash at 80 miles an hour were the first two we had recorded for that.
Yeah. Mark Josiah says your old tour manager Mark loved Him for Her. Mark, we actually Mark, our old tour manager, lives about 5 minutes away up the road in Carlingford, and every time we do Vicar Street, well, most times we do Vicar Street, Mark joins us and tour manages. So every now and again we bring him out of retirement for another 4 of us show. So we'll have to get you over to the next time we're playing. Yes, it was the Irons. Okay, Him for Her. Caught up in the magic when your spirit takes me there. For what once held me startled leaves me cold, alone and bare. I've wasted countless hours unsettled in the dust and making false distinctions between the righteous and the just. For what seems all is nothing, a thought you cannot bear. I sing a little hymn for her. If time is just a fighter who laughs at all his foes, he waits until we're smug enough, then wins us with his blows. Expressions you can't fathom, the hand I cannot hold. For what was made in heaven is something I can mold. With a sense of loss surrounding me, with thoughts I cannot bear, I sing a little hymn for her. All of those around me may offer up their prayers, and I'll sing a little hymn for her. Good on you, Declan. I like that effect on that guitar. What's that?
That's number
What
9.
is that called?
That's
It's
effect
called.
number 9.
It's what?
Effect number 9.
Effect number 9. You heard it here first. Effect number 9. Joanne Farrell, we're talking all things Man Alive here. I see on the sleeve of the album that you recorded some stuff in New York for it. Could you tell us how that happened? How did that happen? Was that because we used Michael Brower?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
He was
it wasn't. We weren't recording really. We were mixing, weren't we?
Yeah, we mixed the whole record there. And we were staying off Times Square in the beautiful Paramount Hotel.
The Paramount Hotel.
Of course, if we had been mixing in Belfast, there would have been nobody there. Because we were in Newry, everybody wanted to go, the crew, the band.
Yeah, that's right. We had people flying over and bunking on, sneaking into the Paramount, do you remember? And because the Paramount Hotel was so high class, they wouldn't question, even though they knew. They were trying to be cool about it, you know, as we were sneaking various Newry people up the lift. And the other thing was, I think that the Paramount staff, they were sort of like young, beautiful people who I think were living on tips.
Yeah.
And
didn't like us.
They did not like us because we were coming from Newry. I mean, you know, so...
No, you're grand.
Tips. No, even if they asked, they'd be asking to... Literally, you'd be walking in with a glass or something, can I carry that? Or you'd be walking in with... If you walked in with a case, like, really, you were hounded. But all of the band were all like, no, it's okay, you don't need that. They hated us. And then we started sneaking people in, it just got... So, I mean, at one point, the Paramount Hotel was sort of like occupied by half a Newry. I remember seeing... Do you remember the last singer? Guy... Oh, what do you call him? There she goes.
Yeah, was he there?
He was there, yeah, he must have been there. He was there at one time. Well, I thought it was somebody who looked.
It's not Guy Chambers.
I don't think so. What's the lead singer of the La's? Anybody know lead singer of the La's? What a song that was. There she goes. But yes, it was some crack, and the studio was literally across the road from Times Square. Do you remember?
Yeah, the same studio actually that is mastering the Waiting Sterling Sound.
Is that right? Is that where Sterling Sound is?
Yeah.
What a location. And actually New York was a wee bit rough at that time once you got around various parts, wasn't it? I mean, it was... I think it's tidied up. That area now is a wee bit less like that. But I mean, it was sort of a weird mix of lots of money and... Lee Mavers. That's it. Justin. Trust Justin Healy.
Good lad,
Justin who... Lee Mavers, Barry McDonald, yes. So, we're hoping to get... How are we getting on with the video for the waiting game, Declan? Declan's been... He said took him off...
The marigolds in.
The marigolds are in the video. The marigolds are baited in the video.
That's all.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's going to make all the difference. It could go viral now. What? Now the marigolds are in it. So the waiting game, would you say it's nearly finished?
Well, we got it back from the mastering.
Oh, I know. Yeah. So we got the track. We got it back, and actually, John. A shout out to John Keane at KCLR in Kilkenny, Waterford. John was watching the show last week, and we played a version of it, but the sound wasn't a mastered version. And even at that, he said, "Oh, I'm interested," and so we gave him the mastered version, which we just received, and he made it record of the week this week and next week. Good man. And Adrian Taff at LMFM.
Oh, Adrian.
He's always so. But we're hoping to service it generally to radio. Would you say next week? Are we close enough in the video that we could be doing it next week?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Got the marigolds in.
The marigolds are in. That's what we were waiting to get it finished. So the waiting game, if you hear it, request it at all good radio stations. The waiting game, the new single from the four of us. But enough of new stuff. Let's go back in time, back to 1992, 1993. The album is Man Alive. And this next song was the first time Declan got the wah wah paddle out since Drag My Bad Name Down. We are talking about, of course, Declan's funkiness in Sensual Thing. which opened the album, actually was also free with Q magazine, I think, when they did New Acts or something. Okay, ready?
Yep.
Okay. Senses, stretch my nerve and save my soul. Wanna live in my own shelter, free from terror and control. I wanna kiss your heart of darkness till my mind begins to soar, till the daytime turns to night and I can't stand it anymore. Wanna take all the chances that I can get. I wanna send some free, but I haven't met much yet. I wanna search through this city, the silent hours, I still avoid death and danger from those violent cars. When it feels like you just can't stand the rush, what do you do when the pressure gets too much? Oh, where is that sensual thing? Where is that sensual thing? Where is the place that my life begins? Where is that sensual thing? I wanna reach out, grab the night, touch the stars. Wanna waste some of my existence in the streets and in the bars. I wanna burst outside this canned reality. I wanna turn around and see it like the way it's meant to be. When it seems like you can't avoid that crush, what do you do when the pressure gets too much? Oh, where is that sensual thing? Where is that sensual thing? Where is the place that my life begins? Where is that sensual thing? Thanks very much. Wow, nice, very good, Kieran Bird. Sensual Thing. How's your drink going, Declan?
How's the work going?
You drink? You're non-alcoholic?
Very nice.
Do you think you're gonna go back on the booze at any point? No?
Well, today I was actually going, you know the guy that is doing the vinyl for us, Neville?
Yeah, Neville, yeah.
Has actually sent up 2 bottles in the post.
What? That's the second time he's done that?
No, the same one.
Is it more non-alcoholic? Sorry, Declan's at the fridge if you're wondering where he's gone.
At the fridge.
He's gone to the fridge.
And I thought
It's just full of non-alcoholic beers. And what's this?
would be time for celebration and maybe open one of them now.
Is this a real beer, this one?
Yeah.
Whoa, he's back on the drink.
He's back on.
He's back on the drink. You've seen it here. That's the start of it. We'll get no work out of him for the next 3 weeks.
Yes, O'Hara's Nitro.
What is it? What is it? O'Hara's Nitro.
This apparently is a tenner a pint back in the day,
Back in the day of what?
whenever the pubs were open.
If you wanted that in a pub prior to lockdown, you spend a tenner.
According to my man in the know.
Wow. WL says, Declan, you've got my husband hooked on Brewdog.
Brewdog's good stuff.
Was Brewdog the stuff that I liked?
Yeah, but you had a can of it, but you didn't like as much as the red wine, from what I remember.
No, well, I mean, yeah, but Mary Sheridan's going back on the booze.
Back in the booze!
Back in the booze. There's another song title. Dermot Land. Brendan, you're going to do live gigs from now on, sitting down. You better get in some practice standing up. No.
So, a cause for celebration. It is just over half a year since we did our very first.
Declan has been. It's just over half a year since we started doing our very first.
Yes.
Ask us anything.
I got a memo from a statsman.
Okay, it's just over 6 months. Wow, 6 months. That deserves a drink. Well, cheers. You know, I mean, what's that? It's gonna. Yeah, well, I'm gonna wait until you've got the proper drink there.
Proper drink.
Yeah. So, great song, titled "Back on the Booze." Yeah, I'm surprised that hasn't been used yet. Let's see. I've got another wee story. You know, because we get people sending in. This one's about Boomtown from Man Life. That's from Nicola McAteer. Sent a lovely email. I was 19 and au pairing in Madrid. I was ecstatic to find a copy of Man Alive on cassette there, and it became my soundtrack for the year. Rotating it in my Walkman with Depeche Mode's Songs of Faith and Devotion. I love the whole thing, but if you would fancy playing Boomtown, I'd be mighty happy. Thanks for all the lives. They've been a great lockdown tonic. Well, Nicola, thank you, and thank everybody for joining us. It'd be no fun doing this on our own if it was just me and Declan. What's making us enjoy ourselves is having you guys to play to. So we're gonna play Boomtown now for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8. Also keeps us sharp, you know. Mike Shaw said he had both those albums on cassette. Sun and celebration come running down my road. I'm caught up in the mood that they make. I'm always failing and I always look to win. There's only so much a man can fake. But there is something that's holding me on. I'm colder than an April shower. I saw someone who wanted to belong. These things keep me hanging on in a boomtown. What blows up must fall down, stinging like an angel, hitting a wall in the boomtown. What blows up must fall down, stinging like a backside in some old-fashioned rodeo. I saw a mother dressed in black today. I'm caught up in the mood she makes. Her hair is twisted and her heart she longs to be dragged to a lonely fate. But there is something that's holding her on. She's cold in this April shower. I saw someone wanted to belong. These things keep me hanging on in a boomtown. What blows up must fall down, stinging like an angel, hitting a wall in a boomtown. What blows up must fall down, stinging like a backside in a rodeo in a boomtown. What blows up must fall down, stinging like an angel, hitting a wall in a boomtown. What blows up must fall down, singing like a backside in some old-fashioned rodeo. From our featured album tonight, Man Alive. And you know, I was thinking about the video we did for Man Alive. There's two videos. There's a video we don't talk about.
She Hits Me.
The She Hits Me video. So yeah, for this far, She Hits Me, which was. Do you remember we did a professional video with videographers, and God, it wasn't very good, really, was it?
No.
In fact, it was so bad that I haven't seen a copy of it. I was actually wearing a white shirt for. I remember doing an interview with somebody who was actually taking the mickey out of the video. And I was agreeing with her. She said she was talking about the shirt I was wearing, looked like something Oliver Cromwell from that period. And it did. I don't know how I agreed to it. But there was another video we did, which is much better, even though I wasn't wearing any shirt from what I remember. But there was a bit of, it was done by us. It was one of the first videos that we'd shot. And we shot it in our house in Belfast, from what I remember. But we used a strobe effect. Do you remember that? So the beatbox wouldn't play it. They played it once, I think, and got a couple of complaints.
People having
epileptic fits. We shot it with a strobe to make it look more interesting. And then we presented it to RTE. And I remember seeing it once on beatbox, and then that was it.
Yeah.
But so it began to make me feel that it wasn't worth the effort. And when I say it wasn't worth the effort, I'm going to explain what I meant, because the video caused a bit of how do I say this, redecoration of our house in Belfast, and we all lived in the one house. The band sort of was like the young ones. We all lived in this house in Old Cave Hill Road, and we had a sort of. Everybody picked a different bedroom, and because I missed all the bedrooms, I picked the sitting room as my bedroom. But there was the studio room, which was where we shot the video, and I wasn't really there when the redecoration happened. So maybe you.
Well, you had done your. We got the strobe, and you had done your bit. You got the shirt off.
I got the shirt off.
Yeah.
I got the shirt off.
So
I mean.
In the can.
Oh, that's it. I mean, that's it. It's like block up your daughters. Got the shirt off.
Yeah, your bit was done. And
Yeah.
you and Mark Heatley, the tour manager, who was...
You also lived in the house.
Also lived in the house.
He was the only one with any wit that lived in the house. Yeah, sorry, go on.
So you two...
Wandered off.
Have
a cup of tea. Yeah.
Content.
Yeah.
Knowing that they
Done our bit.
knocked it out of the park.
Yeah.
And so we were left to try to film our bit. And there was always distracting background with the wallpaper.
In the house. Yeah.
So whenever you and Mark came back, do you remember what sight greeted you?
I do. It was like, you know, when you strip, if you're stripping wallpaper from a room. Now, there's nothing wrong with this wallpaper. This was the wallpaper in the room. But the guys had attempted to because they obviously felt that it wasn't a clean enough surface or a clear enough surface. So they tried to take the wallpaper off, but hadn't. It was stuck. It's probably been there for like 40 years. So instead, there was this. It just looked like.
It was like a Turkish prison.
It was like a Turkish prison, and it was like. We were slightly bemused, to put it mildly. So if you ever see, I think is that video on YouTube.
There is a version of it.
Yeah, so if you look at it, it was a big house. Paul says must have been a big house. It was a big house. It was a bloody big. It was a really big house, but not big enough that that you could avoid going into that room that looked like a Turkish prison, because that unfortunately was the living room. So I don't think we ever redecorated it, did we?
Nobody actually came to like it.
Declan came to like it. There you go. Yeah.
Midnight Express, like, you know.
It was the Midnight Express look, yeah. So it certainly was. So so thanks everybody for another great turnout here tonight, Thursday night, and you never know because the weather's so good. People might enjoying themselves. So we just we got a pick. We talked about She Hits Me, so I think it's only right that we do that song. And I should mention some people who requested. Ryan O'Neill requested it, Colin Shane, Amy Riley, Stephen Campbell, Stuart Woodings, Carolyn Cripps, long list. And this is a song that...
Did you ask a question about this? No.
I did, for the competition.
Yeah.
Yes, I did. I did. I should, before we play it, this was the question that I asked for the competition. So, for any of you guys that I'm sure most of you know by now, but for anybody that is part of our community, that subscribes to our community, we have a giveaway every week, and we ask a question in our weekly newsletter, and people respond, and we pick the winner out of the tea, caddy, cozy, whatever you call it, where you put the tea bags. And we last week it was Katie McCord who won a load of prizes. So we've got Colette. Can you bring the tea cozy down?
The tea caddy.
The tea caddy, sorry. Tea caddy, there it is. All the names that got the correct answer to that question. That's it. Colette has just put up the link. If you subscribe if you subscribe onto that link, you will be in the draw for our next competition. But before we get into that, so by all means subscribe. Lots of exclusive prizes and stuff like that. But first of all, we asked the question, and the question was, for this week's prize, the question was, what was the question?
What publication?
What publication? That's right. The Man Alive made it into the top 50 albums of the year list by a very well known UK magazine. The question was, music magazine. The question was, what was that music magazine? The answer was Q Magazine, which, I mean, I had every copy of that magazine, and then, did I give them away? Do you have them along with my vinyl? Or no. Where did I give them to? I got the very first one. I think the first one was Paul McCartney.
Yeah.
And I collected them for
The
years.
second one was Dylan or something. It was like, jeez, Christ.
You know, it started off big,
Yeah.
and then just kept going. It did lose its way a bit, but not in 1992 when our album made the top 50 albums of the year. We're in good company as well. So thanks to everybody that got that answer right. As I said, please subscribe to be in with a chance.
Ring the bell.
Ring the bell. And and also share like Billy O. I'll do all that stuff. So Colette keeps telling us to do more of that stuff. But
like and follow.
yes, yeah. So we've got all the answers in here. Who got that right? Q Magazine. I'll take a one out. Okay, the winner is Eilish Foley from County Cork. I don't know if Eilish is with us online, but Eilish, you are going to get some very nice presents. Let's see what we've got. Where's that pop sock, Declan? Did you see that, the wee roundy yoke? Seen that?
It's not down there, no.
No, I don't see it. Yeah. Oh yeah, I do see it. So on its way to you, we've got a classic 4 of Us Songs to the Tempted t-shirt. We also have got a couple of bars of, someone accused us, said, is your chocolate going out of date? Far from it. Look at this. Special. And 4 of Us. And we've also got these new things. I don't know. They're called pop sockets. Apparently you put them on your phone. Have a look if you've seen. I don't know if you've seen anybody using these. But they'll be winging their way to you. So congratulations. And as I said, if you subscribe to our mailing list, we'll be having another competition question next week, and we'll give you the answer next week's show. But for everybody that requested it, this is a song that nudged us into the top 30 in the UK charts many moons ago. Beside me when I'm on my own, slips inside me with a home liquid ease. She comes around to keep me company, and when my body feels sore, she dims the lights, unlocks every door, leaves me legless, too blind to see. She takes my arm to kill me gently, so tired I can't let it show. No temptation, I can't let go. She hits me where the eye, she leaves me paralyzed. She hits me where the eye, she hits me. It's a bad situation, my lover's a drink. She reads me, and when I am on the brink, stuns my senses with her own special style. Steals my body and drugs it for a while. Can't you see I got nowhere to hide? Oh, I know I won't recover, but I don't mind. She hits me where the eyes, she leaves me paralyzed. She hits me where the eyes, she hits me. Oh, now, maybe I've had enough of all your sympathizing. I need a tonic, not an antidote. Just watch this spirit fly. Can't you see I got nowhere to hide? Oh, I know I won't recover, but I don't mind. So hit me with your eyes, leave me paralyzed. Hit me with your eyes, hit me. She hits me where the eyes, she leaves me paralyzed. She hits me where the eye, she hits me. She hits me. Oh, now, come on, come on, come on, come on, hit me. Now, normally we would end on that song, but last week we got a message from Julie Compton. We didn't see it last week, and she may not even be with us this week, but we're sorry we missed it last week, Julie. And Julie Compton's mum, she passed away last week, and her funeral was last Friday. And Julie had asked us to play Blackbird for her mum, and we'd just like to end on that tonight. So this is for Julie and Julie's mum. Stay strong, Julie. And thanks again to everybody for joining us here for the last hour on Facebook Live and YouTube. It's really, some people say thanks for doing it for us, but really you're doing it for us. We miss the company. Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take these broken wings, learn to fly. All your life, you were only waiting for this moment to arrive. Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take these sunken eyes and learn to see. All your life, you were only waiting for this moment to be free. So blackbird fly, blackbird fly into the light of this dark black night. Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take these broken wings and learn to fly. All your life, you are only waiting for this moment to arrive. So blackbird fly, blackbird fly into the light of this dark black night. Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take these broken wings and learn to fly. All your life, you are only waiting for this moment to arrive. Blackbird fly, blackbird fly into the light of this dark black night. From Declan behind me, from Colette, somewhere there on the internet land, and from myself, we'd just like to thank you again for joining us this week and every week, and we hope to see you next week here on Facebook Live and YouTube. Thanks very much.
Thanks, guys.